Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin with new details tonight on the murder of a Moorhead teenager. Police confirmed to Valley News Live that remains have been found that they believe to be that of 19-year-old Destiny Avery. The discovery came today at the Clay County landfill near Hawley. Authorities had searched that area over the past 2 days. Court documents say that Ethan Broad admitted to killing Avery, dismembering her body, and throwing it into the dumpster of his Moorhead apartment complex in early April. Police say the remains are at the Ramsey County Medical Examiner's office for positive identification. Also new today, 2 other people have been arrested in connection with this murder. Andrea Payne and David Erno are in jail on accessory to murder charges. No other details are being released at this time about their alleged involvement. Meanwhile, the 27-year-old Broad stands charged with second-degree murder and is in the Clay County Jail on $1 million bond. We talked with Destiny's mother just a short time ago. She says she's happy her daughter will finally be laid to rest. Police are investigating what appears to be a shootout in Moorhead. It happened around noon in the 1300 block of 19th and a half Street South. Several witnesses we spoke to say that there was an argument between 2 men and that escalated into a fight. One neighbor told us both men pulled out guns and began shooting at each other. No one was hurt. No charges have been filed. There's a big jump in COVID-19 deaths in Minnesota today. 19 more deaths attributed to the virus, bringing the state's total to 176. 2,721 people in total have tested positive. 1,317 now are listed as recovered. The shades of blue on the state map are starting to darken in the Red River Valley, meaning more cases are popping up in our area. You can read more about that online. 1 more person has died from the virus in North Dakota, bringing the death toll to 14. It was a male under the age of 40 from Cass County who had underlying health issues. Overall, 679 people have tested positive, and Cass County still leads the state in total positive cases. How about the afternoon weather we've had? Oh my, felt that wonderful and welcome warmth, and at times thought the wind had left town. Let's check in with Hutch to find out about tonight's weather planner and how things are shaping up. Hutch?
Yeah, the wind rode off into the sunset, and a beautiful sunset we are going to enjoy tonight for sure. After temperatures soared into the 50s and near 60 down to the South Dakota border, as mentioned last night in the forecast. 68 Gwinner, 55 that peak temperature so far in Grafton, and 63 degrees. It's what we've made it to today in Fargo. In fact, we're at 62 now, 64 in Fergus Falls, Sisseton at 68, Bismarck in the 70s. Once again, I'd like to welcome on board our friends at the Home of Economy for providing us this beautiful live shot, our Skycam network expanding here at Valley News Live. Thank you so much to our friends at Home of Economy for providing us this sunny and beautiful view as we look off to the western sky. Temperatures are going to be slowly falling early this evening, but as we get past sunset, we'll slip down quickly into those low 40s. And likewise, in Grand Forks, I expect temperatures to sit down into the 30s by the time we get to the overnight. We'll have increasing clouds, and there will be some changes in your Thursday forecast. We'll have some showers by morning for some, and Mike, rumbles of thunder in the Thursday planner. I'll have hour-by-hour details here in just a couple of moments.
For now, let's enjoy the weather, right? Thanks.
Please do.
The push continues for coronavirus testing in North Dakota. The latest numbers from the health department shows that 602 people in the state were tested yesterday. Now that's up from the 240 more on Tuesday, but significantly lower than Monday's number of 1,117. The number of tests done works hand in hand with the number of confirmed cases, and they provide state leaders an idea of whether state businesses are ready to open.
So this is one of the reasons why it's great that states are going to get a chance to make up their own decisions and using the White House direction as guidelines as opposed to a rule, because again, relative to virtually every other state, we're in great shape, and we want to keep our focus on moving forward towards getting our businesses open.
Governor Burgum says the state is capable of handling everyone who's showing symptoms of COVID-19 and wants to be tested. Speaking of testing, the city of Grand Forks is planning a COVID-19 testing event for tomorrow. Grand Forks Mayor Mike Brown says that testing will help better understand and mitigate community spread. The details, however, on when and where are still being worked out, and stick with Valley News Live. We'll let you know as soon as we find out. A breakthrough today for Minnesota's COVID-19 testing abilities. Governor Tim Walz announcing the state should now be able to test up to 20,000 Minnesotans per day. The governor says that this will assure that every person in the state with symptoms of COVID-19 gets tested. Roughly 250,000 Minnesotans will be getting extra food assistance from a $55 million grant from the federal government. The money is from a coronavirus relief package. The extra money means a family of 4 will now be able to get just under $650 a month for food through the SNAP program, which is formerly known as food stamps. Stimulus checks are rolling in, but not without some hiccups. Investigate TV's consumer investigator Rachel DePompa gets some answers to those of you with checks going to the wrong bank accounts.
It's happening. We've seen not only email messages and calls into our newsroom, but also complaints over social media. The Treasury Department and the IRS launched the Get My Payment web application. It lets you track your payout. Several people have said when they go to the site, it says the money is paid and lists an account number they don't know. I reached out to Bruce Whitehurst, President and CEO of the Virginia Bankers Association. He says you'll need to reach out to your bank if you think this has happened to you.
If the wrong account is your account, but it's just not the one you thought, like it went to your savings account instead of your checking account, that's an easy fix. The money's there. If by wrong account it means an account you no longer have that you closed in the past, that's a different situation.
An IRS spokesperson also says people should contact their bank if they think the checks were deposited into the wrong account. If checks are sent to bank accounts that don't match the name of the person who was supposed to receive the money, the check should be rejected by the bank and returned to the IRS. At that point, the IRS would just cut a check and mail it to you, so it would take longer for your money to reach you. With this Investigate TV Watching Your Wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.
Coming up later on Valley News Live at 6, calling all Minnesotans who are crafty and like to sew. Your services are needed now more than ever. I'll explain. Up next, we're going to go back to Hutch Johnson for details on our Wednesday evening weather and what looks to be, well, at least a day that'll be nice weather.